to another exciting week here at Smallenbarger Auto. Sorry for the delay in the video, but spring rush and just us being busy has stopped the time for any sort of video. I tried to shoot some time lapses between, but I'm going to try to fill you in.
We have this car here ready. It's a 77 Cutlass, all black metallic paint job. And you can see this is all dull. This is all prepped so I can lay out rally stripes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, map out the entire panel, measure it out correctly. It's all cleaned and prepped. We have templates that we can use as a reference. They're kind of hard to see, but they are only reference. They're not going to be correct for this car. So what we're going to do is do them completely from scratch using these points. Square point to the inside, round point to the outside. Lay these stripes out. The customer wants to have dark blue, metallic, almost ghost stripes on the car.
Got the Cutlass rolled in the booth today. Everything's been wet sanded, and I believe we shot a time lapse of Dad laying out the rally stripes that the customer wanted. Show him the stripes. So he wanted a sharp on one corner and rounded on the other. So we'll lay down the blue. It's like a really, really dark blue stripes. We'll lay down the blue. I just got to tack cloth everything off, and we'll shoot to a video now of me spraying it.
Alright, what you got going on?
Hello?
Got some Glamour Clear mixed up, some RM 5335 in the cup, mixed up, ready to go. We can go show them the stripes. Give me a sec.
If Jake looks a little funny talking, he had some dental work done.
Just spent 2.5 hours at the freaking dentist.
Half of his face is numb.
Yeah. So got the stripes. Dad got the stripes laid out. I sprayed color yesterday afternoon, so we'll come in and clear them in today. Just got to tack cloth it off. Did you already show them this?
I haven't shown the painted.
Oh, okay. I'm about to see it come alive. Stay tuned, folks. Now you can see it's actually been cleared, it's sat and dried, and then we've already wet sanded it. I don't know if you can see them through the camera, but they are ghosted stripes. So, and that's exactly what the customer wanted. So this has already all been, the whole car's been wet sanded down. The next steps are going to be DA wet sand it with some 3000 grit and start to polish this thing out. So I can't wait to see all this metallic in the sun. It's going to look really good. So.
Hi guys, update from last week. We have all those tins painted, the removable, the gas tank, the fenders, so forth and everything. They're sitting, resting, waiting for them to cure, the paint to cure out. Once they do, we'll wet sand and buff them, make them flat and look like glass, and then they're ready to go on the bike. In the front of the bike, right here, if you're not aware, there's a pair of forks. You have your uppers and lowers. I know that's what holds the front wheel on a motorcycle. Well, that's also the front suspension. If you see one running down the road, it looks like just a big long tube. You don't know really what's going on. This is the new kit or new parts for the front suspension, which is the forks. We'll get all this put together without scratching it, putting it on the bike, then we can mount the wheels, get it on the ground. As you can see, we've got her down on the ground, got her on her wheels. The entire fork assembly is now assembled. Front wheel is all mounted. Kickstand's on, jiffy stand. Rear wheel is mounted in place. Nothing's finalized yet. All these beautiful pieces of tape that you see, everything has to be torqued to spec, but it all has to be up in place and aligned before we can go that route. These Arlen Nest legs really turned out real nice, which is nice. We have the dust seals here. We deleted the dust caps. Big, bulky, ugly piece on top there. So just keep moving forward. Next step is to set a spacer for the rear wheel, tighten everything up, ready for the next step. She's ready to go. The car is now, the stance is sitting all completely correct, front and rear. The steering wheel is nice and straight like it belongs. It's been test driven, goes down the road really nice. Everything that the owner wanted. Can steer like butter. Everything is clean, exactly the way it should be. Installed, fitted. Lots of effort.
How'd the test drive go?
Excellent. No issues at all. Didn't pull. Perfect car.
Sweet.
I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's send her home.
Back on the 67 Rebel build. So the last time you saw us put the engine transmission in, so now the next task is steering. The kit comes with a manual rack and pinion, and the customer wants power steering. So we're actually converting this car to electric power steering. This is a Flaming River kit. So we started fitting this in here. We're waiting on a double-ended steering joint for this. But this will actually end up going in here like that. We had to end up cutting out this header tube. We're going to end up moving it to go up and around. It was interfering with the electronics once you get it in there. So that's where that goes. So we're waiting on a joint for that, and then that should We just have to make a mounting bracket for this so it doesn't move around. We got the original dash and the steering column in there just for mock-up pedal assembly. Got the tubular rear control arms in the car, and then Dad is in the booth getting ready to paint the rear end housing to put it in. So the Rebel's actually being converted over to fuel injection, so we're gonna go ahead and put the pump in the tank, because anytime you have a pump outside the tank, it's super noisy, annoying. So we're gonna put the pump in the tank, but this tank is super shallow. So we bought a Holly Sniper fuel injection pump, and then we're modifying the tank for it to fit and not have to modify the floor or space the tank down and make it ugly. So got all this sectioned out. Dustin made this plate to where it can all be tigged in and finished up.
What are you doing with that?
That's just the fuel sending unit for the gauge. That'll all be factory stuff.
Nice.
But it'll all be in the tank, quiet, like a newer car.
Buddy, it's on.
Okay, so working on the 92 Camaro today. We already shot a time lapse of us prepping all the upper engine bay pieces and taping everything off where it can be painted. We'll cut to that now. So now you've seen it all get prepped and taped up, ready for paint. This is kind of the end result. So forgot to grab a good picture of this car once I got it done. Just kind of got to work, but putting everything back together. We color matched purple to the engine bay and then sprayed it in an eggshell finish to try to match factory. Wet sanding the roof, there's a few paint touch-ups that people had tried in the past and just making those a lot better than they were. And then I'm also doing a little bit of paintless dent removal. There was 2 big dings in the roof that I had pulled out and finished. Repainted the spoiler and the back bumper. They had paint bubbles on them. The back driver's quarter panel had rock chips really bad. We also touched up all that and resprayed the back quarter panel behind the back wheel. Also, the headliner was falling down, so we went ahead and pulled that out for them and got it recovered and back in the car. Got Chet's truck here. You can see it's looking pretty complete, right?
It's missing something. What is it missing?
What's it missing? Can anybody guess?
Ooh, I know. Oh, wow, look. It's the truck bed. Go. What is it?
All right, we have a brand new bed kit. We actually got it from Restoration World down in Huber Heights. The guys are putting it together so we can get it slapped on the back of the truck and check body lines, check to make sure everything's looking good. That truck was a long bed truck and we converted it to a short bed, so just to make sure everything's looking kosher. And got the bed assembled for Chet's 72 C10. Set all the gaps and got the I weld the back pillars of these beds so they never walk or move around. So those are all welded and done. Still got to put the latches in. That's why the tape's on there. And then we went ahead and lined up all the body lines and got all the contours to match with the bed. It's all mounted where it needs to be. And then the customer is going with a rear mount tank. You see right there?
Well, that's not where it's going.
It's going back here just under the frame. And then the tube, we're gonna have a gas fill in the tail light. So coming right along, starting to look like a truck, which is nice. Do you guys remember us putting this bed together and fitting it? Wham! There she is. So painted that today, let it dry up, and we'll put it on the truck tomorrow. '64 El Camino project. The guys had wet sanded it, and then I polished this car last week. So got fenders all polished. Hopefully you can catch some good video angles here. Turned out really good. Brittany spent some time polishing the bed, which is time consuming. So got the bed all polished. Everything's polished. This car's ready for assembly. And then I also dyed the dash. So it's all dyed, ready to roll.
And this car was factory white and factory red.
This is all factory colors. It's time to move it over to the assembly side, and we'll get all the parts down from upstairs. And usually I start from firewall out. So wiring harness, firewall pad, brake pedal, and then just go from there. So finish up the upholstery. While other people finish up the removable panels, they still need wet sanded and polished. So half of our team will be on the assembly, and then the other half will be on polishing, wet sanding and polishing. So
What's this?
oh, don't worry about it.
What is this? What is this doing here?
You have to stay tuned for the next video for that, Brittany. Come on, don't show them too much. Come on, this
Okay.
way. Follow along with our builds by subscribing and tell us what you think in the comments. We're posting new shop content weekly. Until next time, keep those classics alive. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye guys.